Good Sunday morning. Welcome to Norwal Farm. Michael Walsh with Roger Norgel here. It's February the 9th, and today's the day we're going to move the does up here. And we also have two white Dorper ewes that got bred early, and they're due end of this month, about 2 weeks, 2.5. So we're going to bring them up as well. I did let Pearl and her lambs out today. We marked them, and the little ram lamb, this one over here, he just looked a little under the weather, so I gave him a stomach tube with some milk, and he seems to have perked up, so they're doing okay. We thought about taking the older lambs down, but we're supposed to have a really cold stretch of weather, and this should give us enough pens for the goats. And we just feel like having the extra sheep in here with the goats, that'll help add heat to the barn. If you haven't already, please subscribe to our channel, ring the notification bell of any new videos, and leave us a comment, hit the like button, and share this video with a friend. This set of twins, still kind of on the fence with them. The little one down there, she's not nursing on her own. I stomach tubed her at midnight and then again at 6 and supplemented him too. She's not the best mom. She's too nervous. So we have made the decision that we're going to call her once we get these lambs finished, whatever that outcome will be. This little ewe lamb, if I wasn't tubing her, she'd probably be dead by now. But I think the plan is to keep them in a pen. Supplement them as we need to and see if she starts nursing on mom. If she doesn't, there's a neighbor person that bought some lambs from us last year. I may call her and see if she wants to work with her, have a bottle baby. But just not a good set of lambs, and we were going to keep her and try again next year, but we've got enough ewes, so once she's done and weaned, we're going to call her and send her to market. So we got to get busy. Move some goats today and those two sheep, and we'll get started. Got our goat wrangling done. We have the 8 does up here. Water tank's right there. I took the board down off that gate, and this ewe can reach through, so our plan is to leave her in here for at least a week or longer until we decide what she's going to do with her lambs. We shouldn't need this pen right away. First doe's due in about 10 days. So this will add extra body heat in here, should help warm up the barn. You can see the two whiter sheep over there, those are the two hair sheep Dorpers. They are due, I think, the 27th of February and then March the 1st. The ram got out and bred those earlier than what we'd planned. The rest of the Dorpers will lamb the end of April and first part of May. So they're up here. We've decided to leave all the sheep in here that were here before. I'll have to set up a creep for these lambs because they're getting old enough. They're about a week old now. But set this up and left that brooder on for the Jacob ewe for her lambs. Her ram lamb is not doing the best. He's doing okay, but just got to keep an eye on him. Those last two sets of twins are really tiny, and I'm really concerned that they may not totally survive, all of them. So anyway, this is our setup for now. That ewe right there is, nope, that's not her. She's over there. That one right there, that's 25. She was due yesterday. And then this ewe right here is due in about 4 days. So those will be the next two to lamb, and then we'll go from there. We're supposed to have a really cold stretch of weather here the next week or 2 weeks. So we're going to keep them up here during that really cold weather. It'll add extra heat for when we have the kids, and just keep them in here. Should be a plenty of room. This is the pen where the does were. Took them up to the barn. We'll just leave this vacant for now. put a bunch of dry hay in for the dolings and the dorpers. It's supposed to get really cold, so we'll make sure they have plenty of bedding. And we'll probably add to it next week because it's supposed to be brutally cold again. So we added bedding here as well, and for the ewes and lambs over there. The lambs over there are thriving. They're eating creep really well and just really pleased. You can see that one right there at the mineral feeder. They're consuming quite a bit of mineral, which is good. Has selenium and all the essential minerals in there. Selenium is what prevents white muscle disease in lambs, so it's really important that you have a good mineral source for them. And then we also gave the rams over there in the far bay some extra bedding too. So, because it's, like I said, it's supposed to get really cold, and everybody's doing well. Plenty of food, and we'll be set for the cold weather. Increase the amount of grain for the creep. Been giving them about half this much, and they've been cleaning it up. And this morning they went in right away and started eating it. So that's really good. I'm very pleased. And they're going through quite a bit of hay too. I think the number one lamb, she's the oldest. She was born on the 20th, so 11. Today is the 8th, so she's 19 days. She's almost 3 weeks old. And usually around two weeks or so they start nibbling, and then they take off. So I'm going to have to get a more substantial feeder for them so they can just be on full feed creep. But really pleased with the way they're eating. I ordered some creep feed for them. It'll be 18% protein. I'm just giving them the ewes ration right now, which is 16%, but give them a little higher protein. But really like the condition of these lambs. They got that ridge down their back, so they're nice and fat. They're growing well. Mothers are milking good, and they're starting to eat the creep really well. These lambs are 2.5 to 3 weeks old, and they've got about 1/8 of an inch of wool growth already, so that's a good insulator. They can take the colder weather, but they're really pleased with how they're doing. They're eating well and looking really good. The Jacob's twins seem to be doing well. Little ram lambs up moving about, so we'll continue to keep an eye on them, but I'm leaving this brooder up for them. They were born or bonded in this pen, and they know where that spot is, so we'll just leave them here. It's the ram lamb behind her there. He's out following, so he's acting better this evening. I am going to give him another top off tonight, probably a couple ounces stomach tube, just to make sure he has plenty of milk to get him through the evening. But older lambs are about a week old. They're doing well. There's tighter quarters here, but there's still plenty of room for everybody. And the added bodies in here is going to help increase the body heat. Here's the 2 Dorper ewes that came up. She's as big as a barn. She's due on the 27th, so we'll see what she has. She had twins last year, so I'm thinking she's probably going to have twins this year. But we'll fill up the feed bunks and finish filling the water tanks up here tonight. It's about 5:30, and little ram lamb was up nursing. His sides are nice and full. I did supplement him early this morning, but nothing since then, so he seems to be doing okay. The little ewe lamb, she's laying right there. I'm going to weigh them tonight. They're a day and a half old. She can stand, but she just doesn't nurse well. Since the ram lamb's up there trying to nurse, I gave her a little bit with the bottle, the little one. She just hit that slab of hay and she fell down, so she's pretty weak. But this little guy, his belly appears to be full, and he goes and tries to nurse on her. So I'm cautiously optimistic about him. Like I said, she's gonna become a bottle baby. We have some neighbors that have school-age children, and they have a small sheep farm. So the kids like to raise bottle babies. They raised some last year. So we're just going to give her to them. I want to try to get her nursing on the bottle before she goes, because I just basically been stomach tubing her because it's so cold and she was so weak. But we'll give it a try, and hopefully she survives and does well for them. But today is Sunday night, and she's 36 hours old. And she's going to go to them on Tuesday morning, so she would be a little over 48 hours old. But that's more than she could do before. She couldn't stand up before. So thanks for joining us today at Norwal Farm. If you would please leave us a comment and share this video with a friend.